In 1977, one-day Titans Kent were in the final once more. But this time they themselves were put to the sword, and it was courtesy of Andy Stovall, the Gloucestershire wicket-keeper. On this day, he outshined even his captain, the legendary Mike Proctor.
They came to Lords playing really well, and we had a good one-day side in that era. Unfortunately, we couldn't handle them on the day. We were bundled out chasing, I think, a small, not a huge total, but a good total.
And Gloucester have got away here to a really cracking start. Julian to Stoffold. And that's 4 more. Bad ball there by Julian, but a beautiful shot by Stoffold. And one gets the impression, looking at this young lad out there, it looks as though he's just having a pre-match net. A very good delivery, this, from Julian. But Stoffold, full marks, he makes the most of it. Stoffold facing Julian. And that's a big one. Half volley outside Lenchdown, and he's cracked that away for 4 as well. It's a glorious shot this time. Didn't hang about then. Wasn't by any means a half volley or a bad ball. He crushed it on the up through the offside.
No slip for Stoffold. It's purely defensive now. Very loose. That's too short, that one.
Boomer bowling again. That's short, right underneath it. Powered that away on the onside. Stoffold hasn't had much from Warmer that's has been as short as that. Quick to take advantage of it.
He's out. Fine catch. Good reflex action from Underwood, moving away to his right-hand side. And disappointment there for Stoffold. And Underwood is saying that he didn't see that in the background of the crowd. Very difficult to pick up on that side of the ground, which is lower than the left-hand side as you look at your picture, and it came from out of the shirt-sleeve spectators at Underwood. Stoffold gone for 71. Port Underwood bowled John Shepherd, and it's 144 for 2. Derek Underwood bowling his 10th over. Well, it's a calculated gamble to bowl at someone like Proctor in the same way as you bowl at, say, Stoffold. There's only one man out on the leg side. That's a deep backward square. Proctor is very, very strong, hitting away over the top on the onside. Jarvis, and what a good shot that was. Jarvis didn't have all that far to move. He had to go from mid-off. The ball had beaten extra cover. That was Clinton. And Jarvis still couldn't get across to it from the mid-off position.
So Gloucestershire finishing their 55 overs on 237 for 6, the highest innings total yet recorded in the final of this event. They were 117 for 1, thanks to that admirable launch given by Andy Stoffold, so they may not have scored in the end quite as many as they hoped for. But all credit to the Kent bowling for applying the break, and particularly for limiting Gloucestershire to 52 off the last 10 overs. So Kent set off to make 238, a task which was thought to be well within their compass on this beautiful batting pitch. In fact, Bob Woolmer and Graham Clinton made a distinctly sticky start against some excellent fast bowling from Mike Proctor roaring in from the pavilion end and Brian Brain. Only 4 runs had arrived in the 6th over as we find Brian Brain bowling to Graham Clinton.
Bowling first block to Gloucestershire. Brain has got through Clinton's defence. The youngster hasn't scored. And Kent are 4 for 1 wicket in reply to Gloucestershire's 237. Proctor now, bowling to Rowe. Half shot there, and he's given it. Umpire Dickie Bird has given it. It wasn't a concerted appeal by any means, but the batsman looked as though he was starting off, hesitated and the umpire gave him out. It's 5 for 2. Charles Rowe is out without scoring, as was Clinton. He's out. Court Stovall bowled Proctor. Pacific Pole has one ball to face in this over from Proctor. Just past the leg stump, and there's a lot of frustration there for the Gloucestershire players. They know how important it is to dismiss Asif quickly. What a great over from Mike Proctor. 4 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 5 now. And Kent 7 for 2, chasing 237 for victory.
Vernon to Asif. And beaten him again, and he's out. He's caught behind. Vernon's taken a wicket. Asif looked round. It's another catch for wicketkeeper Andy Stovall, his second. And Gloucester and Kent in considerable toll now, 24 for 3, losing their captain, out for 5. Shackleton to bowl again. Another glorious square drive. And Bob Woolmer really beginning to flourish here. Another packed Lord's crowd here. Delightful leg glance down there by Bob Woolmer. That'll go 3 for 4. And he's really bringing Kent very much back into this game. Kent, remember, have been in 2 of these finals, have been successful in both occasions in the past, striving here for another win over Gloucester. That wouldn't be anything unusual. It's 1969 since Gloucester beat them in any form of one-day cricket. But they've really got some sort of a chance here now.
What a marvellous catch. Well, Andy Stovall will take some better catches than that, I suppose not many, but probably none more important than in this Benson Hedges final. Elam Court Stovall bowled Vernon for 11, and it's 64 for 4, and that was the partnership break Gloucestershire needed so badly. Really was a great catch, there's no slip there.
It's a wide ball, and Alan Elam slashed at it. He went quickly, high and wide, and what a super catch. Straight in, held on to it. No doubts about that coming out of the glove when he hit the ground.
31.1 overs for the 100, for the loss of 5 wickets. That's in the air, it's straight to Shackleton. He's pinpointed him out at the mid-wicket. And Shackleton put there specially. Partridge was pulled into short mid-wicket. Shackleton put out there on the fence, and he took the catch for David Graveney. So Woolmer has holed out. A gentle little hit away straight down mid-wicket throat. 64 he made, and it's now 100 for 6. Well, that's gone many a mile in the air. And he's put it down. The Gloucestershire captain diving for it. Two so far to John Shepherd, so he still has the strike. Proctor's got it this time. No trouble there. The ball has disappeared into a seething mass of Gloucestershire fans. One little lad in the centre of the screen has got it. I doubt if you'll see that again. And Gloucestershire have won this Benson Hedges final by making 237 for 6 against 173 for Kent. Victory by 64 runs to Gloucester.